Moments. But before we do, we'd like to request that during the ceremony, please refrain from yelling, shouting, or clapping in inappropriate moments. Please be respectful and remember the location of our celebration this morning.
안녕하십니까. 잠시 후 졸업식이 시작됩니다. 시작 전 한 가지 당부 말씀드리겠습니다. 식 도중에 고함 또는 소리를 지르거나 박수 치는 것을 삼가해 주시기 바랍니다. 성당에서 진행되는 졸업식인 만큼 더욱 정숙해 주시길 바랍니다. 감사합니다.
In order to ensure a smooth ceremony, we kindly request that if you are taking pictures or videotaping the ceremony, please do not block the passage of the graduates and the view of the audience. Thank you.
This first day of June 2019 is an important day for the 8th grade class of Mount Carmel Grade School. We welcome you, parents, friends, faculty, and staff, to witness the graduation exercise of our Mount Carmel School 8th grade class.
Now we ask everyone to please rise and welcome our faculty and staff, administrators, board members, and Most Reverend Bishop Ryan Jimenez, followed by the Mount Carmel 8th grade graduating class of 2019.
Please join the Mount Carmel School 8th grade graduating class of 2019 in singing the national anthem and the CNMI anthem.
Please remain standing as we call on Most Reverend Bishop Ryan Jimenez to deliver the invocation.
For our prayer this morning, I'd like to begin by reading a passage from the Old Testament on the book of wisdom, the wisdom of Solomon. And after that, I'll use a prayer for generosity that is composed by St. Ignatius of Loyola, that all of us, having received the gift of wisdom, will use this gift for service of others. A reading from the book of wisdom, God of my ancestors, Lord of mercy, you who have made all things by your word, and in your wisdom have established humankind to rule the creatures produced by you, and to govern the world in holiness and righteousness, and to render judgment in integrity of heart. Give me wisdom, the consort of your throne, and do not reject me from among your children, for I am your servant, the child of your maidservant, a man weak and short-lived, and lacking in comprehension of judgment and laws. Indeed, though one be perfect among mortals, if wisdom comes from you be lacking, that one will count for nothing. So let us pray. Lord Jesus, teach me to be generous. Teach me to serve you as you deserve, to give and not to count the cost, to fight and not to heed the wounds, to toil and not to seek for rest, to labor and seek not for reward, except that of knowing that I do your most holy will. Our Lady of Mount Carmel, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Please be seated. Thank you, Bishop Jimenez. At this time, I would like to call on Mrs. Barbara Murfallen, Mount Carmel School Principal, to deliver her welcoming remarks.
Good morning, and welcome to the 67th 8th grade graduation ceremony of Mount Carmel School. Your presence today signifies how important our students, your children, are in your lives. We recognize the presence of His Most Reverend Ryan Jimenez, Bishop of the Chalancanoa Diocese, Mr. Vicente Babauta, Chairman of the Board of Mount Carmel School, and distinguished Mount Carmel board members. Dr. Galvin De Leon Guerrero, President of Mount Carmel School, Mount Carmel leadership team, faculty, and staff, our 8th grade students, parents, relatives, and friends. I take pride in welcoming you all to this very important occasion of those whose success we are recognizing today. Graduation ceremonies are a time for transition, for moving on, for celebration, and for giving thanks. I hope that today's graduating class will seize this moment as the first step in achieving greater success as they move to high school. I also hope that they will recognize that this is also a time for gratitude to those who have helped them reach this milestone in their academic journey. But more importantly, never forget what Bishop Ryan mentioned yesterday. Know your place and trust in the Lord's plan. So to everyone, let us celebrate this day with happiness and thanksgiving, as this is the place you were meant to be today, just as the Lord has planned. God's blessing always. Thank you. Si Diyos maasi and Olamoy.
Thank you, Ms. Murfallen. One of the highlights of the commencement exercise is the presentation of awards. We would like to request Most Reverend Ryan P. Jimenez, Mr. Vicente Babalta, Chairman of the MCS Board of Directors, Mr. Will Hunter, Treasurer of the MCS Board of Directors, and Dr. Galvin Longereau, School President, to present these awards.
May we also request Mrs. Barbara Murfallen, School Principal, Mr. John Blanco, Institutional Development Director and Business Manager, Mrs. Tobit Smith, School Counselor, and Mr. Jonathan Clark, Information Technology Director, to assist in congratulating the awardees.
With pride and honor, we would like to present the following awards. Graduating with honors. To graduate with honors, Students must have attended Mount Carmel School for 2 consecutive years and earned an overall grade point average of 3.66 or higher.
Graduating with 14th honor, Kristen Rose Coldine Torres.
Graduating with 13th honor, Leopoldo Delangaro Naraha.
Graduating with 12th honor in no particular order, Derek Moritaro S. Sasamoto. And Donnie James Jr. C. Militante.
Graduating with 11th honor, Moesha Eleanor F. Cruz.
Graduating with 10th honor, Francine Monique Flores Albon.
Graduating with 9th honor, in no particular order, Rafael Christian P. Galan. And Kina Marie M. De La Cruz.
Graduating with 8th honor, Matthew Adrian Azuzu Sablan.
Graduating with 7th honor, Kihara Nielsen Valdez Baudazo.
Graduating with 6th honor, Kayani Elfiher Borja Peter. Honorable mention, Leonice B. Regalado.
Graduating with 5th honor, Eric O.
Graduating with 4th honor, Brisa Conception Hunter.
Graduating with 3rd honor, Manuel Jacinto M. Pangilinan.
Graduating with 2nd honor, in no particular order, Kyla Monique Bulan Cabrera. And Renee Marie Kaiser.
Graduating with 1st honor, Jill Anne Marie Omolari. The Salutatorian Award is given to the graduating 8th grader who has earned the 2nd highest grade point average computed during the 7th and 8th grade years. The Salutatorian for the class of 2019 is Brent Matthew Estacio Ortizo. We now invite Brent Matthew Estacio Ortizo, the salutatorian of this graduating class, to give his salutatory address.
I would first of all like to acknowledge the presence of Most Reverend Bishop Ryan P. Jimenez, Bishop of the Diocese of Chalancanoa, Dr. Galvin De Leon Guerrero, President of Mount Carmel School, Mrs. Barbara K. Merfallen, Acting Principal of Mount Carmel School, Mrs. Tobit Smith, School Counselor, Mr. John Blanco, Institutional Development Director and Business Manager, Mr. Jonathan Clark, Information Technology Director, Mr. Vicente Babata, Chairman of the Board, along with the other members of the Board, our distinguished guests, faculty and staff, parents and guardians, family and friends, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is a great privilege for me to be standing here in front of you on behalf of the class of 2019 to express our gratitude and happiness that we feel in our hearts today. We do not need an award just to prove that we have something special within us, because all of us are blessed with talents and are worth congratulating. And this is what this day is all about. It took us 8 years to finally get our middle school diploma that we have been working so hard for. Indeed, we have come a long way. We have survived the roller coaster ride, successfully passed the challenges of middle school, and even survived Super Typhoon Yutu that devastated our island and school tremendously. Countless pressures overwhelmed us, but we are motivated to utilize our capabilities to make better individuals out of ourselves. We have been through so much together and have changed and grown together, just like our beloved school. Besides academic achievements, we learn to develop an attitude of gratitude and learn to appreciate others. We've had the opportunity to learn many great lessons and share wonderful experiences with our teachers, friends, and family. But now, it is time for us to move on to a bigger challenge, high school. We know that there is so much more to learn and so much more to understand in life in order to become a better person. We need to stay focused, go after our dreams, keep moving toward our goals, believe in ourselves, take on our challenges, and dig deep within ourselves to find inner strength to get through the challenges, difficulties, and failures in life. Because all of these will bring out the best in us. The Basish Muridha once said, "If you compete with others, you may not win. If you compete with yourself, you will always win by becoming better." We should never compare ourselves to others. We must remain to be humble and should not let success and glories come into our heads and turn us into arrogant fools. If you think someone else is better than you, let that motivate you to improve and become better as well. We must focus on our own progress and praise others for theirs. Compete with yourself to reflect the greatness of God, because after all your accomplishments, when done at the best level, can bring glory to Him. We are a reflection of His creativity and grace. We need to learn to appreciate others and develop an attitude of gratitude. And speaking of gratitude, I wouldn't be the person I am today without the guidance, encouragement, and love and support of the many important people who have played a vital role in helping and shaping me. To my family, Mom and Dad, I know how hard it is for both of you to be in two separate important events right now, but I understand that only one of you can stay and be with me, and one needs to go to attend and support my brother, Ryan, on his graduation day. Mom, thank you for staying here with me. Dad, it's okay. I understand that you can't be here with me, but I'm glad that you're there with my brother on his graduation day. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for the unconditional love, encouragement, and support that you have given me. I am truly grateful for all the sacrifices that you have done just to give my brothers and me a good education, because you always tell us that education is the best gift you can give us to prepare us for life. This is the only thing that can be taken away from us. To my brothers, Ryan and Michael, thank you for being my inspiration and for the lessons you have taught me. I did it. To my wonderful grandparents, godparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins, thank you for believing in me and supporting me. To all my teachers, club advisors, and coaches, all the lessons I have learned from you helped and shaped me to be a better person. Your confidence in my talents, abilities, and the support and guidance you have given me and shown me have helped me to give me the extra push that I needed to succeed in my academic and non-academic endeavors. I am happy to say that without your help, dedication, and hard work, I will not be the person I am today. And for that, I am truly grateful and thankful. To all my friends I have made on this 8 years journey, I will never forget the memories I have made with you all. Thank you for being good friends to me. Thank you for the laughs and tears. I do have one advice for all of us, my fellow graduates. we should really stop procrastinating. And we must also stop procrastinating on stopping the procrastination. To the parents and guardians of my fellow graduates, thank you for the love and support that you have given to my fellow graduates. Without you, I wouldn't have the friends I have today. And most importantly, to God, thank you for giving me the gift of life and wisdom to help me succeed in my endeavors. Without you, Lord, I am nothing. My fellow graduates, soon we will be in high school, and some of us will be attending different schools. Some of us are excited to meet new friends, and some of us feel sad to leave behind the people we have grown to love. Despite our sadness, we need to remember that all the memories and experiences we've shared will always be with us. Let's not forget the lessons that our teachers had taught us in the past, especially the lessons we had learned about ourselves that go beyond our textbooks. However, this is not the end of our journey, but the beginning of a whole new chapter in our life. Once again, congratulations, class of 2019. We deserve to give ourselves one big round of applause.
Thank you, Brent Matthew Estacio Ortizo. The valedictory award is given to the graduating 8th grader who has earned the highest grade point average computed during the 7th and 8th grade years. The valedictorian for the class of 2019 is Yurihana Rosa de Leon Guerrero Sasamoto. We now invite Yurihana Rosa de Leon Guerrero Sasamoto, the valedictorian of this graduating class, to give her valedictory address.
Good morning, Most Reverend Bishop Ryan Jimenez, Bishop of the Diocese of Chalon-Canoa, Mr. Dr. Galvin de Leon Guerrero, Mount Carmel School President, Mrs. Barbara Merfallon, MCS Acting Principal, Mrs. Tobit Smith, School Counselor, Mr. John Blanco, Institutional Development Director and Business Manager, Mr. Jonathan Clark, Information Technology Director, Mr. Vicente Babalta, Chairman of the Board, distinguished guests, teachers, staff, administrators, friends and family, and of course, my fellow graduates. How should I start? It is an inconceivable honor to be named valedictorian and to be given the opportunity to speak on behalf of the graduating 8th grade class. It feels very surreal to me. And as I say these words, my hands shake, but I'm not nervous. Being here, surrounded by family, friends, and the presence of the Lord, a sense of calm rushes over me. Ashamedly, valedictorian has long been something I've wanted to be. It's a title I've wanted to carry ever since I found out what a valedictorian was. And I used to think that being valedictorian was synonymous with being the best. And I wanted that. But over the years, being valedictorian started to mean something different to me. It wasn't about being the best. It was about the journey that got you there. It was about the people who helped and supported you, your personal growth, and your appreciation to everyone. And I had come to realize this as I grew as a person and saw the people around me growing too. I had come to appreciate not the victory, but the process leading up to it. So while this is a personal achievement to me, a fulfillment of all that I've wanted and more, it is also shared with all of you. I admire and have the utmost respect for every single one of you. Without having met and known each and every one of you, I wouldn't be the person that I am today, and I wouldn't have achieved all that I have. That's why being up here means a lot to me, because it's not just me, but all of us. First and foremost, I want to congratulate my classmates. Guys, we finally made it. Getting here definitely wasn't easy, far from it. We traversed a long and bumpy road to reach this destination. It's been a really tumultuous journey, to say the least. We've overcome countless challenges to make it here. It's remarkable how much we've accomplished in just 1 year. More so due to the fact that the school year was cut short because of Super Typhoon Yutu. We lost a lot of valuable time because of unfavorable circumstances that couldn't be changed. There are so many experiences we didn't have, memories we didn't make, and things we didn't learn. But as Isaac Newton's third law of motion dictates, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. The scientific truth of that is indisputable. And when you apply that thinking to day-to-day living, it too is almost indisputable. For instance, yes, there are many experiences we didn't have, memories we didn't make, and things we didn't learn. But to those reactions are opposite reactions, which are the fantastic experiences we did have, like participating and winning second place in the pep rally. The amazing memories we did make, like laughing with each other over nothing, and the incredible things we did learn every day in all our classes. Now, this is where Newton's third law doesn't really add up. According to Newton's law, both reactions should be equal in strength. Good and bad should be equal in force and balance each other out. It's a perfect equilibrium. One side must not and cannot outweigh the other. In our case, however, the good heavily outweighs the bad. And that seems to be the standard for everything we've ever done together as a class. We've had so many great times together. We're a nice, tight-knit family. And when reflecting on everything that's happened this past year, the good memories outweigh the bad ones. Which is why I want to thank you guys. Thank you for making this school year memorable. It's something that we're able to look back on and smile. Thank you for making all the time, effort, and hard work worth it. And most of all, thank you for giving me the privilege to be up here speaking. Without you guys as classmates, I never would have been able to achieve something like this. Lastly, on behalf of the whole 8th grade graduating class, I want to express our gratitude towards everyone here today. Thank you to all of you for just being here. It means a lot to have you share in this very special celebration, the end of one journey and the start of another. This wouldn't be possible if it weren't for your endless support, untiring love, and countless sacrifices. Especially to all the parents and teachers here today. We are beyond grateful. Without all the work that you do to make things easier for us, but harder for you, we couldn't fathom making it here. And once again, to my fellow graduates, thank you. It's been fun. And now that we've finished middle school, we're moving on to a harder fight, high school. I'm not going to lie, high school sounds intimidating. It's frightening to think that after 4 years of high school, we're off to college and then out of the world to build our own lives. It's scary to think about how little, but also how much time we have. Our futures are unlimited. We've all worked insanely hard to get here, and this right now is the payoff. I couldn't imagine celebrating and sharing this special day without you guys. I've never seen a finer group of people. Thanks for a wonderful end to what has been a wonderful journey, and for the preparation for the next. Thank you.
Thank you, Yuriana Rosa de Longreu Sasamoto. Next is the presentation of special awards. We now request His Excellency Bishop Brian Jimenez, Mr. Vicente Babalta, Mr. Will Hunter, Dr. Galvin de Longuerero to present these special awards.
We also request Mrs. Barbara Murfallon and the leadership team to assist in congratulating